Can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 39, Jackson. And this is caught by Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. This will be caught just inside the 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jason Huntley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brian Edwards.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He was trying to get it that time to Brian Edwards, and it's 3rd and short.
And that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season. A few issues here on the offensive line, apparently. He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here, because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Take over 1st and 10.
The first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from the Motor City. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach is oratorical.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 45. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
On first down, Hurts. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
First trip to the red zone for the Giants. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Flush to his right. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Ravens 14, Giants nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Here's Hurts to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
26 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
15.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that one's going to be over everybody in the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to try and go deep again. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Giants, nothing.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. They'll run on first down. Huntley. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time, and another first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Lorenzo Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? Because ordinarily that happens when things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Hurts sets up to throw it. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Giants.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hurts. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Marlon Davidson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing is Hurts. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
At the 21-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Lorenzo Carter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one, much more like lead.
And now here is another interception, picked off by the rookie A.J. Terrell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Oh, for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Joe Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Thomas. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, this is Chubb. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. A second quarter score from L.A. The Broncos, they've got the early lead over the Chargers. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Chase Claypool, the intended target. But it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. He's going to let it go again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
A.J. Terrell on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll throw now on the final play. Flushed out right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start things off with a handoff to Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big play that time out of Chubb. 68 yards on the ground.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down now, Huntley. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They go again with Huntley. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Jason Huntley. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Ravens 24, Giants 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
New York.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll set up to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 18. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Giants, first down.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find a good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
7 yards there and a first down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play that time out of Chubb. 57 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Rolling to his right. And this one is incomplete.
Quez Watkins, the intended target.
And it's 2nd down.
Now that's a dangerous throw right there. Moving off to his right, throwing it all the way back across field to his left. I know he had a lot of confidence in his arm, but sometimes the ball can just hang up there when it goes that distance. He was fortunate it was just incomplete.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10.
Now a give, right side. Huntley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
They go play action now. Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
39-yard attempt.
Tucker's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now.
27.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's a...
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Darren Waller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Good. Makes the score Ravens 34, Giants 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Giants.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man here is Gentry. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jason Huntley, 38 yards. And the Ravens capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Now Tucker to add the PAT.
That's a good point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Ravens 41, Giants 7. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going to let this one go deep. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
It's almost human nature, isn't it? They score on one play, you come out on offense, you try and do exactly the same thing. They tried the deep ball, couldn't quite connect, but give them an A for effort.
On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. Ball gets to them quickly, it allows them to put some move.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
2nd down.
Quickly completed to the right flat. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play there on the catch and run, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And my goodness, another interception. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen, the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick. And now here is another interception. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. On first down, Huntley. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Huntley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted by the Giants.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. From the gun, it's Hurts. That's into the hands of Edwards. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it that time to Bryan Edwards. And it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And that's incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Huntley. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th
down.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 22. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
On 1st down, Hurts able to hit his target, Claypool.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Hurts fumbles it.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
On the play.
A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand. Put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson, he's going to look deep for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker now to add the point after.
The extra point.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
The score, Ravens 54, Giants 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to under pressure? They got him again.
Marlon Davidson
able to record his 5th sack of the season.
A hole to dig out of here. 2nd and 17. Here's Hurts to throw.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for them. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference.
And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ball carrier.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Huntley, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 27. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
The 2nd down pass.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
Today's final score, Ravens 54.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.